Hello everyone, Hritwik this sides. Welcome back. And in a previous day, actually, we are discuss different types of uh, uh, programming languages topic like in a if-else statements and in a previous day actually we discussed the functions, uh, list, and dictionary also, right? So today I will show you some questions is there, and today I will solve those type of questions and using Python language. Okay, so uh, in these times actually 10 questions is there. So I will solve one by one, and here I am using the online GDP and just search online GDP. You can use PyCharm also. PyCharm is a famous tool, and you can easily uh, run the Python language code. Okay, so online GDP, just to open the online GDP debugger, and here select the language. Just many types of language is there. You can select anyone. Right now I'm using the Python. Okay, so now I will solve first question. So the first question is write a Python program. So just here paste this question. So first question is write a programs, Python programs to accept two integers and checks whether they are equal or not, right? So here actually I'm using the if else statements, and everyone's know the if else is a conditional statement, right? If and if we are at the if and then add the conditions. If these conditions is satisfied, then programs will run. Otherwise it's close the program, right? If we are using the else statements, then first check the if statements. If conditions is true, then it's execute. Otherwise it's go to the else statements, uh, and then print the any characters or any value. Okay, so we can use the another statements, and so this is a else if statements. Here actually if conditions is true, then it's print. If conditions is not true, is false, then says go to the else if statements, and then again check the different conditions. Okay, and then if the else if conditions is satisfied, then says execute the programs. Okay, so here basically just I need two integer two integers. Here I am using the one variable, since the variable name is number one, right? And here just number one is a variable, and just type is a int, and then input input. And here I'm at the message like enter first number, right? Okay, enter first number. Okay, similarly just here I'm at the another variable, since variables is a number two, and it's also same, just type int and then input. Okay, and here at the different message, just enter second number, right? So basically, number one and number two is variables, and in a variables we add the input, right? So if I execute this code, then you can see here just enter the first number. If I'm at the first number like 1 to 5 and enter, then says show the enter second number, right? And in a enter second numbers, just add the numbers is 7, 8, 9, right? And just hit enter. Then it's close the programs. It means that the number one variables store the 1 to 5 number, integer numbers, and in a second numbers is the number two variables is store the 7, 8, 9 integer value, right? So just now check is number one and number two value are equal or not. So here I'm using the if else statement. So just check if number one is equal to is a parameter, and many types of parameters is there, so like arithmetic sorry is operators, and many types of operators is there, so like arithmetic operators, assignments operators, right, logical operators. So different types of parameters is there. So here I'm using the parameter to create a conditions, right? So that wise here equal is meaning the it's a check number ones and number two is equal or not. Okay. uh, Another types of operators is there, that is three equals. It means that it's also check the type of variables. Okay, and it's also check the value. So right now I am using the uh, only values. So that wise I'm check the so that wise I'm use the equal operators. Okay. So just number one equal to, and then a type number two. Okay, and check and then print if number one and number two is equal. Then it's meaning that is number one and number two are equal. Okay. So here I'm at the message is a number one and number two are equal. Okay. Okay, so if I run these programs, and if I'm at the equal numbers in a number one, I'm at the like a 20, like a 20, and in a second variables at the same numbers is a 20, right? And then you can see the number one and number two are equal, right? But if I'm at the different numbers, like again I'm run this program, and if I'm at the different number, like first numbers is a 20, and second numbers is like a 50. If I run this code, then not print uh, uh, any text, right? Reason is first in a line number 12, actually compiler check these conditions is true or false. Once we check the conditions, then compiler understands this is a false. Reason is number one and number two is not equal. So that wise just close these programs. If you want to print any another content, then you can use the else statements. Okay, just use the else part, and here you can add another print functions, and here you can add the another message. So here I'm just adding the number one uh, and number two are not equal. Okay. Okay, so now if I run this program, and now if I'm at the different number, number one, just I'm adding the 30, and in a second number I'm adding the different numbers like 40, and then you can see is a not equal, right? If I'm again run these programs, and if I'm at the same numbers like 15 and again 15, then you can see both numbers are equal, right? So this is the actual solutions of these questions. Another questions is like this. So just um copy these questions. Is a basic questions actually in a condition statement. So just remove the whole program, and just I'm at the question. This is actually multi-line comments, and here I'm at the question. So questions is a write a Python program to check whether the given number is an event or odd, right? So here we can add the if else statements also, and if the conditions is satisfied, then says print the integer number is odd, and so if the conditions is not satisfied, then so you can add uh, the the numbers is not evens, or you can add the is a odd number. Okay. So here the main part is actually condition. So what is the actual condition? Conditions is if a number modulus 2, it means that if reminders is equal to 0, that means is even numbers. Okay. And you can add reverse way, like if a number 1 or any integer numbers percent of 2, it means the numbers modulus 2 is not equal to 0, it means is a odd number, right? So just I'm adding this. So just type numbers is a variables, and just add the int. And in a input purpose, I'm adding this code. So just type input, and here just add the message, enter any number, right? Just a minute. Enter any number. Okay. And if I run this code, then it's take a input, right? Okay. 1 second. Here I'm not closing the inverted comma. Okay. So just run this program, and is I enter first number. So if I'm uh, add any number, then it's store the number in number variables, right? Okay. So the next things is like is add the conditions, right? So it's a if else statements. So if uh, here I'm adding the conditions. Conditions is a number variables, is a number modulus 2. It means there is a reminder of number variables value. Okay. So just number modulus 2 is equal to is a 0 if number modulus 2 is equal to 0. It means is a reminders is a 0, then it's print, then it's print is a even number, right? Just print uh, is an even number. Okay. Here I'm at the another condition statement, that is a else if. And in a else if, we are at the different conditions, right? So just here I'm type the else, sorry, is a else if, just to type else if. And here you can add different conditions. So right now here I'm adding the different conditions, and the conditions is a number modulus 2, number modulus 2, if it's a not equal to 0. If it's a not equal to 0, then it's a print, then it's print the different message, and it's print the like is an odd number. Okay. Is an odd integer or odd number. And in the last part, I'm at the else statements, is the else. And in else part, we can add the different kinds of messages, like here I'm adding enter a valid number. Okay. Just here if I'm run this code, then you can see 1 second, is a line number, oh sorry, is a else if. Elif, and just run this code and enter any numbers. So here I'm at the number like 15, and is a odd number, right? Again run this code and just add the numbers like 20, and says even numbers. Okay. So these programs is actually run. Okay. And so the meaning of these programs, it's a conditions is a reminders. Let's check the reminders value. If reminder value is a 2, then it's print the event. If the reminder value is a uh, not equal to 0, then is print the odd number. Okay, if here I'm at the different numbers, then it's get the error, or it's show the enter a valid number. So if I'm here at the 2.5, then it show the actual error. Okay, uh, but reason is a float value, right? Is a decimal value, and so is an integer value. So that wise, that is the main reason is to show the error. But if we are at the integer value, then it's show the actual results is a even number. Okay. Okay, so second questions is solved. Okay, the third questions is, it's also very easy questions, is a write a Python programs to check so whether a given numbers is a positive or negative. Okay, and so here we are also use the if else condition. So just remove this. Okay, just remove this code, and here I'm at the command. Okay, so this is a okay, I just add the questions. So questions is write a Python programs to check whether a given number is a positive or negative. So if we check the positive or negative, then you need one conditions, and so the conditions is if the integer is greater than to 0, then is a positive, right? If the value or integer value is less than 0, then it means it's a negative number, right? So here this is the actual conditions, and here I'm at this condition. So just type one variable names, and variables is a number, and just is a integer, so that was is a int, and here at the input, and here at the message, right? So enter any number, right? That's it. Okay, so this is variables is a number variables, and check the if else conditions, right? Here the conditions is if if the number uh, in a number variables is less than equal to 0, that means is a positive numbers, because the sorry, is a greater than equal to 0, then is the positive number. Reason is a 1 2 3 is a positive number, right? And is a greater than to 0, right? And if the numbers is less than to 0, that means that the number or the value is a negative. Reason is in a less than value of 0 is a -1 -2 -3, right? So that is the actual logic. So here I'm at the if conditions, and at if number is a variables number greater than 0, greater than 0, then it's print. Okay, so greater than 0 is means is a actual conditions, and so if greater than 0, then it's print, then it's print uh, value is a positive number. uh, Greater than 0 is means that is a 1 2 3 4 5, right? And less than 0 it means that, like if here I'm at uh, the positive and negative, it means that's like a -5, minus like a -5, -4, -3, -2, and again a -1, then it's the 0, right? And then we increase the integer, then is a 1, it's a 2, it's a 3, 4, and 5, right? So if is a greater than 0, that means is a positive number. If is a less than 0, then it means is a negative number, right? So here I am at the, if greater than is 0, then is a positive number. And here I'm also at the L if is a elif, right? And so here at the another conditions, and conditions is a number is a less than a 0, is a less than 0, and then it's a print, then is a print the value is a negative number, right? Is a negative number. Okay, so this is a actual command actual code, and just run this program, and you can say just enter any number. Add the 15, and is a positive numbers. Reason says is a check the value. It's a check the value, and is a greater than or less than. Is a greater than. So that was 15 number lines is a satisfied. So just print the value, and the print the this line, right? So is a positive numbers. And if I'm add the negative numbers, like this is a minus 10, and just enter, and then you can see this is a negative numbers. Reason is the minus 10 is a less than 0. You can add another lines like else, and in the else part, in a else part, in else part you can print the value is a 0. Okay, and just run this program and just add a 0, and you can see the value is a 0. If uh, you are at the positive number, then let's check, and is a positive number. You can add a negative numbers, it's also print the negative number, right? Is a negative number. So this is the actual code. Okay, just comment this line or remove it. Okay, this is another questions, is questions number 4. Okay, just copy this question, and here I'm remove all the code here, and add the questions here. Okay, so the question is write a Python programs to read the age of a conditions, and determines whether he is eligible to cast his or her own vote or not. Okay, so just check the persons is take a vote or not. Okay, so if here everyone's know that if age is 18 plus, then the persons the persons eligible to cast your own vote, right? And so if is a less than this, in cannot uh, casting your vote. Okay, so the conditions is a very simple. Just check the age is greater than 18 or not. If greater than 18, then yes, yes is eligible. If it's less than 18, then just add the age uh, is not eligible to for casting your vote. Okay, so just you need one variable, since a variables like age. Reasons is you just compare the age, right? So that wise, just add age, and just in a age, just take a input int, and then input, and so here at the masses, enter your age, right? Okay, so now just uh, uh, in age variables, store the age, right? Just here check the value. Okay, so just check the value, and the value is like if age if age is a less than if age is a less than equal to 18, if age is less than equal to 18, then uh, sorry, is a greater than equal to 18, then it's print, then it's print this message is congratulations, uh, you are eligible eligible for casting your own vote, right? Just casting your vote. Okay, so just check whether is a greater than or equal to. Greater than or equal to is meaning that is a greater 18 or equal 18. Uh, then it's print this message, right? And otherwise is close these programs. So just run it, and here I'm at the 40 number. 40 numbers is a age, and so you can see yes, congratulations, you are eligible to casting your vote, right? So if here I'm run again, and say here I'm at the equal to 18, so like this, equal 18s, and just run this program, then so you can see yes, it's the conditions is a true, and so here the conditions is and here actually conditions is true, and so just print the congratulations, you are eligible for casting your vote, right? Okay, if here I'm just run again, and say if I'm at the less than 18s, like a 10, right? And just run this code, and then you can see nothing is printed. Reasons is here conditions is false, and uh, conditions is false, and here nothing is there, right? So that was it's not print any content. Okay, so just here I'm at the elif, just here I'm at the elif, just add the elif, and here also add the conditions. Like the conditions is if the age is less than if age is less than 18, okay, or less than equal to 17, then it's create it's not eligible for castings your vote, okay? So just here I'm at the another conditions is a age less than equal to 17, or you can add the less than 18, that's it. And just print, and just print is you are not eligible so for castings your vote. Just you are, just type you are eligible, you are not eligible actually, you are not eligible, not eligible for casting your vote, for casting your vote, right? For casting your vote. Okay, so sorry, uh, I'm at here to casting, for casting your vote. Okay, so right now if I'm run this code, right now if I'm run this content here in a input sections, if I add the less than 18 integer value like a 12, and just run this program, then you can see you are not eligible so for casting your vote, right? uh, Here actually one problems is there, right? Again I'm run this program, and if I'm at the minus 10 or minus 12, then you it's also show the uh, you are not eligible so for castings your vote. But the problem is minus 12 or 10s is not any person's age, right? So how to solve these kinds of problem? So you here you can add the actual logical operators, okay? So in a logical operators, many operators is there in logical logical operators like or, ands, okay? So here basically I'm at the and operators, or you can say the age is less than equal to eto, and the age is a uh, age is a less than equal to 100. Okay, and here also I'm at the another logical operators just age greater than 18s, uh, or not, or is a and age is a less than, sorry, is a greater than equal to 1. Okay, that's it. Just run this program, and here if I'm at the minus 100 or minus 12 or minus 10, then it's nothing is printed, right? Again, if I'm run this code and say here I'm at the age, and says age is like a 120, then it's also nothing is show. Okay, so this is the actual correct programming. Okay, so here I'm or at the another message is a here I'm at the else, here I'm at the else, and just at the print, and in a print sections, in a print sections I'm at the enter, I'm at the message is a enter a valid number. Okay, that's it. So just to run this program now, it's looking good, right? So just here I'm at the minus 12, then says print enter a valid number, not a number, is the age, right? So that was just change it and type a age. Okay, okay, so run again, since I'm at the age is more than 100. So here I'm at the 120, and to run this program, then you can see enter a valid age. Okay, so this is actual programs, and so this is actual solutions. Okay, okay, so the next questions is a number 5 questions, and the questions is write a Python program to check whether a triangle can be formed with the given value for the angles, right? So check the value the users is input. It's a triangles or not. So this is the actual another question. So just copy this question, and here I'm remove all the code, and here I'm at the questions, right? And the questions is a write a Python program to check whether a triangle can be from so with a given values from the angles. Okay, so first of all, so you need to the three variables, right? So just here I'm at the number, or you can add the angle 1, angle 2, and so angle 3, right? So just here I'm at the angles, angle of 1, and so this is the input, so that wise is a int, and then a type input. Okay, and here here print the masses, and just am adding the enter first angle, enter first angle, enter first angle. Okay, angle, and similarly at the different variables, just is a angle 2, and is also same, just type int, then input. Okay, input, then an input, and so here enter the message is a enter a second angle, right? Enter a second angle. Okay, then also add the angle 3 variables, answer is angle 3, and just is a int and input, and then just enter third angle, right? So that's it, enter third angle. So is a three variables is there. Variables, variable number 1 is angle 1, and variable 2 is angle 2, and this is angle 3 is the last variables. Okay, so if I run this code, then you can see three variables take inputs, right? So here if I'm at the 50, then says call the second variables, and second variable I'm add the another value, and again the third variables is printed the masses, and this is the third variables, right? And so here actually I'm adding the here I'm actually add the uh, conditions, and the conditions is if the three angles is sum is equal to 180, then it means that is a valid triangles, okay? Otherwise it's cannot create the triangles. The reasons is if three angles sum is a 180 degree, then it's create the triangle, otherwise uh, it cannot create the triangles, okay? So just here take over another variable since is a sum, and sum equal to just angle 1. Just here at the sum of three angles is a angle 1 plus is a angle 2, and then plus is a angle 3, right? Just plus angle 3. Okay, so if I'm run this code, okay, so in this case actually I'm print the sum. So just print this message. So just print is a sum, just sum, that's it. Okay, you can add a sum angle, okay, sum underscore angle or sum angle. So just add the angle. Okay, so here I'm also change the variable names is a some angle, okay, and just run this code, and here I'm at the uh, uh, variables at the value actually, and just 60 answer. This is 100, right? And then you can see the sum is 170, right? If here actual the main conditions is if the total sum value three angles is sum value is equal to 180 degree, then you can create the triangles, okay? So just here I'm add the if conditions, if the sum angles is equal to 180 degree, is equal to 180, then it's a print, then it's a print the one masses, and so the masses is a the masses is a there is a create the variables, right? It's just a create the variables. Just here I'm at the message the triangles is a valid, okay? So just here I'm at this the triangles, the triangles is a valid, okay? The reasons is it's the reasons is sum of three angles is a sum is a 180 degree, okay? So that was just a type the triangles is a valid, is a valid, okay? So just run this program again, and here add the different angles. So here I'm just at a 60, again 60, and just type 60, again is 60, okay? So just give me some time. Okay, so just type 60, and again third variables is a 60. So uh, I'm using the another terminal, so basically some problem is created actually here. So I'm just open again online GDP compiler, and just copy the whole program and just run this, okay? Just opening the whole program, open the whole program, and